So something I'm seeing going around a lot right now is that the new Star Wars Battlefront 2 Celebration Edition is actually pay to win, and EA have done it again. They've brought back pay to win into this game. So today I want to address everything because yes, there are actually elements of pay to win here, but it is also a very fair system from a certain point of view if you want to take it that way. But I can totally understand why someone may feel they've just had all their money stolen off them at this point and they've been let down once again by EA. There was a similar situation back in 2018 where EA released some new skins, and they released an Endor skin for Princess Leia. Some people actually spent real life money on this, others spent in-game credits, and then like a few weeks later they released it for free as a challenge, and that really got to people, and this is like the same thing but times 100. Honestly, I do think the Celebration Edition is a very fair deal, and if this was any other game nobody would be picking up on it, but the fact that it is Battlefront 2 is obviously making people think pay to win, because that's what this game is still known as by a lot of people, unfortunately. So let me try and give you some statistics here that will hopefully clarify things. Now, I was going to just basically total up every single skin in the game, because if you don't know already, the Celebration Edition is basically just Battlefront 2 with every single skin apart from the challenge skins like the Farm Boy Luke, for example, or the A New Hope Leia, and anything else that has been a challenge like that. So I was originally just going to total up every single skin in the game and tell you how many credits it would cost you and how many crystals it would cost you. But there's no point in that, because all I need to do to convey my point here is tell you how much the new skins that were just released this week as I'm recording it for the reinforcements, how much they would cost you. And if you were to buy every single new reinforcement skin with crystals, which is obviously the currency you have to buy with real money, it would cost you 6,150 crystals. The reason this is slightly different to my calculation from my video last week was because they also added Phase 1 Clone Trooper skins for the ARC Troopers as well, so it took the price up a bit. But it would cost you 6,150 crystals to buy all the new reinforcement skins. The cheapest way of doing that to buy actual crystals would be to buy two different bundles, totaling to 6,500 crystals, which would cost you $63 or £48. And other currencies, well, come on guys, I can't be here all day going through every single currency. You can use a currency converter online. So, once again, $63, £48 for every single new reinforcement skin, just the reinforcement skins. So I nearly bought some crystals. Admittedly, I didn't have enough credits and I was going to buy a few crystals to finish off my skins, because originally looking at the Celebration Edition seems very dear for a game that's been out 2 years now. The Celebration Edition is $40 or £30, roundabout. I am rounding things off here. So to buy 13 new skins, it's going to cost you $63. But to buy the Celebration Edition, which will include these 13 skins, as well as over 100 other cosmetic customization options, and the new skins for the Rise of Skywalker that aren't even out yet, will cost you $23 cheaper. And even better, if you've already got Battlefront 2, it will only cost you $25 or £20 to upgrade to the Celebration Edition. So this thing works out a whole lot cheaper, and I mean a whole lot cheaper. You are getting so much for the price of $40 or $25 if you're upgrading, obviously. And that is just insane. You're getting every single skin in the game, and it's a great deal. It's a great deal for bringing new players into the game as well. I know quite a few people who've decided to pick this up because they're getting everything. But that can be a bit annoying for the players who have played, you know, since launch, whether they've spent in-game currency, credits, or they've spent real-life money on crystals. It can be a bit annoying because they've slowly been building up those credits, working hard to buy all these skins, and then EA come along and say, well, here you go, you can just get everything in the game for this pretty cheap price. Now, is this pay to win? Even though it's cosmetics, you technically still are winning. You're not winning in-game, a skin doesn't change how good you are at the game, but you are winning in terms of getting these awards that you would otherwise have to work very hard for. And I admit, to an extent, it is a bit insulting for someone like me, even though I bought this Celebration Edition because it's logical, it's the cheaper option if I want all these new skins. But it was a bit insulting to someone like me who had worked hard to get a load of credits. Sometimes I don't have time to play the game that much, so I've had to buy crystals here and there, and then they just go and do this. But I also think it's very fair because the game has been out over 2 years now. It's not a brand new game. If this was something they were doing within the first few months of release, or even within the first year of release, I would say it's out of order. But this is a 2-year-old game now. Whether it's still being supported or not, it's 2 years old. And the fact that there is more hype about this game now than there has been ever, and this edition is also bringing back people and bringing in new players 2 years after launch, is crazy. And I think that can only benefit the game, the community, the player base in every single way possible. I don't feel this is a negative in any way, apart from, like I said, players who have spent real life money. But there's also something there, and that's something I've also spoken about many times with this game, and that's EA's marketing strategy with this game. It was pretty non-existent. Of course there have been a few people who have bought crystals for this game, but overall there wasn't really any need to buy crystals. Most people had enough credits built up, and there wasn't really many skins that you would have to say, right, let's go and buy crystals for this because I don't have enough. There's so many skins in the game where you can just say, well, I don't feel it's worth buying this anyway, so I'll just buy the good ones. And because the skins have been so far apart from each other, people have had enough credits. Therefore, I don't think as many people as probably the casual player expects have actually spent real life money on this game. Therefore, they've not really lost any real life money, which is important because, you know, that is the most important thing. People work hard for their money, and some people have more money than others. Someone who might not have a lot of money might really look forward to maybe buying a few skins on this game, and it would be unfortunate for them the most if they then saw this edition and it's like, well, you know, I worked hard for that money and I've kind of just lost it now because they bring out this edition. But I don't think that many people actually ever bought crystals for this game, just because of the lack of skins, really. But where it can be insulting is the in-game currency, which isn't as important as wasting that as it is real life money, obviously. But someone who's had millions and millions of credits, spent them all, and then they just bring out this edition, and someone who picks up the game can just get everything they've had to work hard for a few years. They can get it all in one day, and that is a bit insulting. But I feel EA's overall plan here was not to do some pay-to-win system, anything like that, ever again. I feel it was what the title suggests, and that is a celebration edition, a celebration of 2 years on from a horrific, diabolical launch. This game continues to thrive, and I feel that's all this edition was celebrating. So I think the most important question to answer here, the question from the original title of this video, is the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Celebration Edition pay to win? And I would say yes, it is. From a certain point of view, you technically are paying to get everything that everyone else has worked hard to acquire over the last 2 years. However, is it pay to win in a way that is a big deal? Not at all. We're 2 years on now, it is a celebration like the actual name of the edition suggests, and it is time now to bring in even more players for the journey that this game is going to go through once again in 2020. We had a bit in 2017, 2018, 2019 have had support all year round, and we move into another year of no doubt much more cosmetic customization as well. And here's just a way to reward new players for joining the journey, and also to give older players the new stuff at a bit of a cheaper price. So yeah, it is kind of pay to win, but I don't feel it's anywhere near the level of pay to win that this game was suffering with at launch, and I wouldn't say this is a big deal at all. It just is a bit of a slap in the face to some people who've worked hard, especially ones who have spent the most on the game. But is it a big deal? No, I don't think so, because the vast majority have always had way more credits than has been needed, to be honest, to acquire every skin in the game. I hope I have explained this clear enough for everyone, because there's a lot of different takes on this. I wasn't expecting it. There's been a lot of things this week, first the Droid Heroes, now this, where there's a lot of takes that I wasn't expecting on things. But I hope I have explained this to the best of my ability for all of you, and if you are unsure on anything else, because this is a very big topic, I will be trying to answer as many comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I shall see you all next time.